Well, welcome back to the channel. So I'm sitting here pondering whether or not I really want to do this. I have the old Camaro here, see? The fuel pump is dead on the secondary pump. So I'm pondering on whether or not I really want to take and cut a trapdoor into it. I've avoided it for so long. Or if I just do it. See what we have going on. I have a bunch of stuff in my lift, so I can't get up to put the car up on the lift to pull the tank out. So, we have our new fuel pump, and we have a place we need to get to. Still on the trailer, don't really want to pull it off, and I got my death wheel. I've avoided this for so long, but at this point I think there's no way around it. I just quickly popped 2 holes in this to try and help with no corners and the stress, so don't want to create a sharp corner, stress in the body, cause cracking. Not really ideal to have that, so let's start cutting some stuff. Alright, well there's the trapdoor in all of its glory. My Squash Performance in-tank hat setup for 2 fuel pumps. So what I'm going to do is we're going to get this all disconnected, so I got to disconnect these wires and disconnect the hoses and then knock this ring out, and then I can take and put that new fuel pump in. Alright, so since I broke my camera stand, kind of improvising where I set you guys, so I've got it all disconnected and separated, and then I got it free. So let me set you off to the side and I will pull this out. That's right. Oh, yep, that's got fuel. Okay. And there we go, the hat's out. Let's see. Curious to see in there. Let's grab a flashlight. Some crud in there, but not bad. It'll do. So now, here's the thing, is I believe this is my secondary fuel pump. Primary, secondary. I'm hoping that that's how it is. It's how I think I have it wired up. So we'll get this off and get the new one in. Alright, well, so this turned into more diagnosing wires than anything, because I just checked my fuel pumps and they both fire. That means I have an issue with the wiring somewhere. So I'm going to show you real quick, and then we're going to go on to diagnosing. This is why we always test before we actually do, right? I checked all the wiring up to like the relay, but I didn't check from the relay to this. Maybe it's a ground issue, maybe it's a hot wire issue, I don't know. But so this should be my primary pump. I don't know how well you can hear it, but I've got fuel in there still. Cool. Anyways, so there's the primary. Let me quickly set up the secondary and show you. We are set up on the secondary fuel pump now, which is these 2 wires on that side. Should be this guy. So I don't know how well you can hear it on the video, but it is working. So what I am going to do is I'm actually going to take and stick it back in the car. So we will stick it back in the car, and I'm going to just prime it this way because I know this way works, and we will see if it can actually build pressure, and then we'll work backwards from there. Alright, so we're set up. I believe this is my primary side. I got it set up on the dash over there so I can see. Let's listen and see what we can hear. Yep. There's 45 psi. Okay, let's try the other side now. All right, now that's plugged in. Still showing 12 on the dash, but yeah, it jumps right to 45. It works. I got to figure some stuff out real quick. I'm really at a loss for words. They're both working now. Both are priming, so it's at 50 psi. They are working because normally it sits at like 45, 44 psi. And I jumped that guy. But I've done all this prior. I tried all this before I cut it open. Make no sense. So there's 50 psi. Some loud jets. I don't know. I guess I'll put it back together and we'll call it good. Hopefully it stays that way. Well, now since I look like some crazy old dude, you know, oh, there's ghosts in my wires. Whatever. We're gonna fix this hole up the right way. So what we're going to do is just take. I kind of push it down, you know. We'll just set something heavy there. And that should do the trick. That looks a lot better. There, you can barely even tell something's underneath there. That's frustrating. I didn't have to do that. So I think what I'm going to do in the meantime is, here's my trigger for the secondary fuel pump. It's usually triggered off this hop switch. I might just eliminate that and put it on a relay for the meantime and trigger it off the Terminator. Pretty easy to do. Probably going to do it so that I don't. So I know for sure. I at least know it's for sure actuating. I can trigger it whenever I want.